Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. It is URC time. It is a Saturday afternoon. It is time for URC Derby. The Bulls versus the Lions kick off in about 9 minutes time over at Loftus Versfeld. And I think we're in for a really good game. First of all, these two teams always produce entertainment. If you look at the last recent of the history, very good games between these two teams in the URC Derby. It has often offered us some of the best and most exciting games we've seen recently. And I'm hoping that today will be another one of those as well. Bulls obviously kind of going with quite a lot of momentum, sitting higher on the log, just gone to the Champions Cup. The Lions on the back of sort of two losses in Europe on the bounce, but it's still qualified, for example. But from a URC's perspective, we'll be feeling quite confident after having beaten the Sharks. Generally right now, they're in a situation where a win today actually makes them the highest ranked South African team. So that's how, important and impressive the Lions season could be if they were to get a favorable result this afternoon. And I think they'll get some confidence from that. So I'm hoping to see a Lions side with a little bit of fearlessness, to it, with a little bit of, well, why not? If not, why not? Why can't we have a genuine go at this Bulls side and see exactly, just how close we can push them? So very, very keen to see sort of how it goes. But right now, all I want you to do is I want you to vote on the poll and let me know who you're supporting and who you're backing. And I also want you to let me know where you're watching from. And as I said, who you're supporting and where you see this game going. It is technically a round 9 clash. As I said, kickoff is you got Bulls in currently 6th place, Lions in 11th place, but both teams with games in hand. So this is a catch-up game. They're the only teams in the competition. They've only played 8 games. So a win for the Lions, so they're currently on 23 points. A win for the Lions would put them on 27, and a bonus point win for the Lions would put them on 28. Now, 28 would actually took them to tied 4th with Ulster. 27 would take them to 5th, ahead of Edinburgh, depending on if the Bulls get a bonus point, for example, or don't get a bonus point. So that's what I'm saying. For all the Lions currently sitting down in 11th place, one win puts them into the top 4, or could put them within sort of 5th place, basically. So they really, really are on the cusp. They've played 8 games. They've only won 4. So Munster, for example, played 9, won 4. So they could have potentially played 9 games, won 5. But the big thing about the Lions is that they've taken bonus points almost every single time they've lost. So they're carrying a lot of points from the various different games they played away when they went on that tour. So the Bulls, they're on 26 after 8 games. So a win for them puts them on 30. A bonus point win puts them on 31, which takes them to tied 3rd. So a win for them will move them into 4th, outright 4th, or else into 3rd. So it's quite a lot to play for both teams, to be honest. And that's why I expect to see quite two teams really have a go, because, they can't really afford to lose this game. The Bulls probably can from a points point of view. They'll stay at 6th. Or they might go down to 7th, depending on if they can get a bonus point or not. But the Lions, on the other hand, got a huge opportunity of getting into that top half of the table. And I don't think anybody would have expected them to even be close to the top half of the table at this point in the season. So, yeah, I'm very interested to see exactly how each team sort of approach this game as well, given the fact that the Lions have had there's been a lot of travel recently. For example, the Bulls have had to go overseas and come back. The Lions went overseas a few weeks ago, and now they're sort of back over here. They could have played a bit of a stronger side last week, but rested a lot of players 2 weeks ago, for example. So. Yeah, it's an interesting sort of squad management type of point as well. And that's why I'm very keen to see how sort of what the approach is. And also if there's no sort of sloppiness, for example, but a rustiness in a couple of different players, new combinations for both teams. And those are kind of sort of, I suppose, the small sort of mini battles and mini sort of aspects of the game, which I think will be very interesting. As you're watching a bit of SA20 in the background over here, and Tristan Stubbs is playing some ridiculous shots. But you're going to go through the Lions for just a little bit and have a look at exactly who's who. By the way, if you haven't, in case you have missed it, there was a bit of news earlier that confirmed that Rassie Erasmus is in fact currently in hospital. It is due to burns from a strong detergent, a bit of a freak accident. but the statement says that he is in good health and he expects to be able to make a full recovery and should be in return to sort of the working environment within the next sort of few weeks, which is very positive, for example. So they have given us the update that he isn't currently in hospital, but seems to be doing all right and will hopefully be on the mend very, very soon. So in terms of our poll, we've got 26 votes so far. Bulls currently being back to get the job done. Not sure I'm appreciating that very much, especially given the fact that my boys have been surprising teams. But let's go look at this Bulls side that's been backed. So the big news for them is Akafana returns to the first starting lineup. We've seen a couple of weeks of Jan Hendrik Wessels getting an opportunity. Not so today. He's at not even 23. So Puma Tanzima will pack down next to Akafana Merve and Morne Smith at number 3 at tight head. Your two locks will be Dion Slabbert, who I believe is getting his first start of the season. Ruan Nokia will captain the side in number 5 jersey. Very, very nice back row. Marco van Staden, Ulrich Lowe, and Mpilo Gamede continues in the number 8 spot because he's just undroppable at the moment, which is saying quite a lot given the form of Cameron Harnicorn, but Mpilo Gamede has just been too good. You've got Ambrose Pierre next to Jan Hussen as your halfback pairing. Sergio Peterson, Sebastian de Klerk, your two wings. In your midfield, it is Harold Forster and David Creel for the Bulls. Viliru at full back. Off the bench, it will be Johan Kobala, Dylan Smith, Kutuk Unu, Renard Ludwig, Cameron Harnicorn, Keegan Johannes, Devin Williams, and Marcel Kutsia. Both teams going with a 6-2 split. Marcel Kutsia wearing number 23 due to jersey size constraints. But yeah, both teams going with those 6 forwards. If you look at the Lions, in the front row, JB Smith, Jakob Asaki, Asanate, and Clever Kanye. No PJ Buerta, but Clever Kanye is one to watch, obviously. Very keen to see how he goes. We also then got Ruben Skuman and Reynard Northmark on the second row. Henry Sergio gets rewarded for his form as another start next to Manuel Tutuka and Franco Horn. No Ruben Fenter in the 23. The halfback pairing continues to be the scrum halves of Morley van den Berg and Stan Humber, who is playing a lot at flower half or more flower half than he is at scrum half this season. The two wings, Edel van der Merwe and Richard Creel in the midfield. Marius Slow and Hinkel van Beek will continue their partnership, and Kuhn Horn at full back. Off the bench for the men from Johannesburg, it will be Morne Brandon, Morgan Nordier, Ruan Dreyer, Darren Landsberg, Eisen Esterhazen, JC Pretorius, Jordan Henderson, and Eric Cronier. Two exciting sides, and I'm very keen to see how JC Pretorius gets on, for example. I think that he looked very good when he got that start against Montpellier, and I think that he is a very exciting prospect, especially given the fact that we've seen in the news that Kwaka Smith is sort of set to miss the first couple of games against Ireland. That kind of puts the microscope on somebody like JC Pretorius, who's obviously getting a lot of comparisons to Kwaka Smith in terms of the way he plays the game. You know, very good jackler, sort of quick around the field, not necessarily the biggest player, not the most physical, but a different type of loose forward, and very much in the sort of Kwaka Smith sort of mold. I would say, surely all the diversity in playing environments will improve our local teams. I would suggest to get private security details to look out for our most valuable brains, and of course, the starts the Lions are in with a chance. Luke said, hopefully Apua comes back to the Lions because the Sharks are not giving him a proper chance. Well, he got a couple of chances, wasn't really playing particularly well, and then kind of not sort of found himself on the sidelines. So difficult situation because he's not playing really well enough to warrant continuing backing him, but also he's not a guy who hasn't played in 4 years, so you got to keep playing him so that he can get sort of back to that form. I'm not sure it's the right environment for him. Not totally convinced the Lions would be the right environment for him either, but I wouldn't be adverse to trying. You almost kind of think that he's somebody like almost needs like a loan to like the Pumas, you know, for like the Currie Cup or something, just sort of let him play a little bit. You know, in maybe a sort of less pressure environment, for example, kind of get back to grips with sort of how he's playing and all that, and then kind of get going from there. But anyway, so the Lions are really around to Loftus. Ruan Nokia now walking down the park, past that sign that mentions the altitude, which is not really a factor today, given the fact that both teams do live, train, and play at altitude. So not really a big deal to that. But very keen to see if Viliru goes today. I think in terms of the matchup, I think that's probably what excites me the most. You know, I'm very keen to see how the 9-10s do. I think the loose trio battle will be very interesting. You've got just sort of up-and-coming type of players, you know, Manuel Stukas, Franco Horn, Henry Sergio, more established players, the likes of Mark Mustard, Ulrich Lowe, Pilo Gamedi. Not that Ulrich Lowe is, you know, much older than, like, for example, Franco Horn, but has played international rugby, for example. Pilo Gamedi is playing some brilliant rugby at the moment. Mark Mustard, obviously a World Cup winner. So there's nice sort of internal battles. I think Superior Matanzima is going to have a big day ahead of him with Asanate and Clavicania hammering at him at scrum time. So I think the scrum is going to be very interesting. But as I said, it's always a good game. And it's a game that's, the Bulls have been very open and honest about the fact that they cannot afford to underestimate the Lions because they've done that before and they've come out on the wrong side. Also, some very sad news for the Lions is that young prop Reinhard Rainsberger retired yesterday, just 22 years old. Basically developed deep vein thrombosis on a flight over to Scotland and under medical advice has had to retire. But we have a kickoff and it's a good take there from Dion Slavitt, the man from Pumas, playing for the Bulls now. And the Bulls have secured their first kickoff of the day. And we're up and running, really. So, last chance to get your score predictions in. Marpelo's with me. He's going for the Lions. Let me know who you guys are supporting. If anybody else is shining for the Lions over here. Or I think Carmen Peter earlier was on about the Bulls. So if you've also got a pretty poor choice in rugby team, let me know in the comments below. That is a knock-on and should be our first set piece of the day, which is very exciting because I said I wanted to see how Superior Matanzima handles Asanate and Clavicania, or rather how Asanate and Clavicania has a real go at Superior Matanzima, because I think that Asanate and Clavicania is a special player. And I'm very excited to see what he's going to be able to do in the coming months, years. And this is going to be a nice start for him to see how he can handle Superior Matanzima, who's been improving a lot. Not quite, sort of eclipsing Gerard Steenekamp at the moment, but he's been given a chance today. And no Wilco Low either, so, so I think JP Smith over the moment versus Moya Smith, I think will be a pretty even battle. But I think if he gets going, I struggle to see how Superior Matanzima is going to be able to manage Asanate and Clavicania. Also having Ruben Schoolman and North Narkle in the second row, they're not particularly lightweight, so it's a nice, much more of a heavy scrum here for the Lions. Obviously missing the weight of Ruben Fenter. But here we go, first scrum of the day. And it's going to be a reset. Of course, it's going to be a bloody reset because we all know that I hate my resets. And therefore, we have so many. We got a quick prediction there. Albert's going Lions 30-26. There we go, back to the Lions. As I said, the poll's not really reflecting a Lions win at the moment. People not really backing us. But, what do you guys know? Probably more than, to be fair, I think deep down my heart, obviously, this is a very big ask to try and get the win. But, hey, if you don't try, you don't back the boys, then the impossible can't become possible. All right, ready for another scrum here in the opening 2-3 minutes of the game. That's a nice hit there. And immediately look at the Lions. Look at the scene there. And there it is. That's Nathan Clavicania coming through, winning the penalty early on. And I said, I precursed to saying this kid is something special. I mean, somebody was talking about Dieting for sure and the form he's been playing. And, he could be up for a Springbok call-up. I do not see how you don't look at giving Asanate and Clavicania a genuine chance this year. He's young, he's excited, he gets around the park, he's a very good scrummager. He's 24 years old, he's a flipping colossus of a man. He's 25 this year, so he's starting to really come into his own in the last sort of 18 months. And look at that, look at the dominance there. He just brutalized it. Matanzima had no chance of coping. And you think of how solid Frans Malherbe is, one of the best in the world. I think Asanate and Clavicania can do a real job in international league. Be interested to see if Wilco Low, for example, gets himself back on the radar. But that's a messy line out from the Lions. So that's probably about right. Jakob Asaki missing his first line out. The Lions line out continues to be a bit of an issue. As Mark Davis saying, he's a big guy. I mean, big's an understatement. He's a flipping unit. Right, first up there, I think it's come forward off the Bulls. It'll be another Lions scrum. And that'll be interesting to see once again how this goes now. Little Van der Merwe getting up there, but beaten to the ball by Sebastian de Klerk, who knocked it on. And Peter Gamedi on screen there. What a season he's having. So chuffed to see him getting a bit of opportunity in game time. You see Sebastian de Klerk just sort of knocking it forward really into the hands of Ruan Nokia. He managed to hold on. But we will have another knock on here. Hopefully the Lions can win another penalty and this time not lose the line out. Looks a bit of hit there from the Bulls. Lions trying to work the magic. Spearman Tansma looked like he's coming in there. Ball's available. Goes to Snare Nahamba. He sees a bit of space down that right-hand side. I worry he's overcooked this. No. Opted to mark it a little piece and then taking it quickly. And now he's hammered it back downfield. Kieran Horn is there. We'll take it quickly. Throws it back to Snare Nahamba. He's got Emmanuel Tuko to his left. Wants to run into Nahamba. Oh, look at the pace from Nahamba. Go Nahamba. Straight through. Options. Inside is Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn gets the offload to Marius Slow. Come on. The Lions are over. We're moving. That's the start you want. Nahamba. Sanele Nahamba. X Factor. Smallest fly-off in the world. But he sees the gap. He sees, bang. Steps aside Harold Forster. Leaves behind. There's so many options here. In fact, almost made hard work of this. Kieran Horn probably should have offloaded. Looking for the offload. Managed to get off the ground. Mario Slow takes the right to tackle. Over he goes. Look what it means to him. Not sure this is the right decision from Kieran Horn. Probably should have offloaded, but I mean, it's a great offload off the ground. So no harm done in the end there. What a start that is. Mark Duffy saying, as a neutral, apologies, but are there any Springboks in the Lions squad? Not currently. I do believe we will have a couple in the next year or two. I think, as I mentioned, Asnat and Klabakanya, I think will not look amiss in that squad. I do think Henk van Wyk is a Bok in waiting. I think that Edwin van der Merwe could be an option, although we do have so many wings. And I think the more he plays, I think the more that Asnat Kieran Horn becomes an option. And I generally think that there's a loose forward in the likes of Franco Horn who could be playing in that box squad. So not currently, but I do think we'll see 2 to 3 in the next year or two. Right, there's Selena Hamba, 6 minutes in, first try of the match. Now he's going to have to try and add to his thing, and he's watching it pretty carefully. I think it's managed to sneak in. No, it's gone off to the side. So just the 5 points. Well, we'll take the 5 points, but no 7. But bang! Look at that step from Harold Forster, and he has the pace to get away from. I mean, the acceleration is phenomenal. And Kieran Horn for me just needs to step inside of Willie Lou and then give the offload away. But in the end, it's a great offload on the ground. So no harm done immediately. Right, they're taking a quick restart, and the Lions have been pretty good at aware to it, and they've won it. And Henk van Wyk goes to North Narkle, goes to JP Smith, to Franco Horn, finds a bit of space down the left-hand side there. Brought down by his opposite number, and Pilo Gamedi on that left-hand side. The Lions working their way back towards the right. Hanu Sergil, who I was a bit apprehensive when first sort of signed, but has started to really pick up a bit of form. Yeah, Asante Kabakanya, nice little deft hands there. Magnus Tuka making a few grounds. Really good momentum this for the Lions. Morning van der Berg looking to speed things up. And it's been knocked forward by Marius Lowe. Really, really poor. And it's off the knee, actually. I think that's what the referees had to say. But now comes a knock-on advantage. There is a chip and chase from Johan Kussen with a knock-on advantage. Now it's a penalty. Load of absolute nonsense. He has bought that penalty. It should have been just the knock-on. No chances that genuine. I mean, I think he's taking a dive here. Apparently the penalties for tackle out the ball. I reckon you look at this. I mean, he's so close to him. There's no way this guy's pulling out. We'll wait for the replay, but I'm a bit skeptical about this. This looks like a bit of a TV dive here from Johan Kussen. I mean, he's in the air. It's not even dangerous. He's going for the charge down. Almost makes the charge down. Didn't step into the line. Didn't move. And all of a sudden, the Bulls inside the 22. But a penalty. No, never mind. I thought that was all the referee raised the arm. It's a pretty poor pass in behind. And of course, had to go and clean up. Morning van der Berg putting pressure on him. Managed Tuka coming to complete the tackle there. Imbros appeared on the right-hand side to Pilo Gamedi, his first carry of the day. Makes a few yards as he has been all season. Imbros appears another one who's really impressing me as Dion Slabbert makes a meter or two. Bulls still trying to build a bit of momentum inside the 22. It's deft hands there from Pilo Gamedi to Superior Tanzima. He was driven backwards by Ruben Schoolman. Good work there by the number 4 for the Lions. Post appeared now to Willie Lou just tipping over the top. A couple of Lions players where the ball of the bounce. Goes to Kieran Horn. Pops it up to Marius Lowe. Now I reckon the Lions, and that's gone forward, I think. Nope, it's a great pick up off the ground there from Henk van Wyk up towards the 22. Lions looking to try and run it out. Pasaki goes to Asnat Klabakanya. He does the smart thing and just takes the hit to set up a ruck. And I think we'll probably see Morne van der Berg go towards the touchline here. Probably try and find a clearance. Looking for a couple of blockers. Goes to his left boot, does Morley van den Berg. And that's a decent clearance up towards the halfway line. Not a bad exit, actually. Sean Farrell said a decent side for the preseason tour to Ireland, England. Very, very keen to see that. It's Munster and I want to say Bristol, isn't it? Bristol or Sale that they're playing in those preseason. I'm sure it's one of those two. Yeah, milk the penalty, 100% agree. Rudy saying, shout out to the captain, Stevie P. What's your score predictions, legend? Going Lions by 5. I don't really know how scoring we're going to get. But Ak van der Merwe goes to Ruan O'Keefe. It's a good line. And Brosa Pierre gets front foot ball to oh, it's a nice read though. Solid tackle on Markham and start. And in the midfield there. Bulls on the halfway line, working their way to the left-hand side. Pilo Gamedi puts his head down, but he's went well in the tackle by Jakob Asaki, and he managed to go down the right-hand side. Tanzima at first receiver. Henk van Veek comes across to make a nice big hit on David Creel, who's playing in the 13 jersey. Ball comes loose, but backwards is the call, and Ak van der Merwe comes away with it. He's brought down by Emmanuel Stuka, so Bulls was all with ball in hand. Brosa Pierre goes down the right side. Really, who's the first receiver? Sebastian Clark pops to Alred Lowe. Alred Lowe steps inside, and Morley van den Berg is there to complete the tackle alongside Henk van Veek as the Lions try to sort of regather and reorganize their defensive line. It goes to Mornay Smith. After 10-man Itamar on the left-hand side, once again, Jan Goosen to Pilo Gamedi. Steps away from one, but brought down by Jakob Asaki. Now to Jan Goosen. Johansson surveying his options. Goes to Harold Force, trying to get the outside of Richard Creel. Solid tackle by the former Bulls wing. Now Jan Goosen goes himself. Good ball retention is from the Bulls. Going into their 10th phase. The Sertal Peterson comes in and assists at scrum half. But he gives it nice and flat to Pierre Matanzima. Franco Horn wants to get over that ball. Franco Horn all over that ball. Not convinced about that penalty. Hands on the ball. Oh, I think that's harsh. I think he was on that ball first time. Penalty in front of the poles. Yeah, I'd like to see hands and records the call. That's popped up on the TV. I'd like to see a replay of this. I thought that Franco Horn had gotten this quite dry. Right, so you can see there's the tackle, the clear release. Pass the ball there, his first initial one. It's become such a difficult thing now, the jackal, because as soon as your hands are past that ball, you cannot play it. So you get one chance to have a go, and if not, unlucky. Try again next time, basically. Temperature locks. I don't think it's too warm. I mean, I'm sitting over here, and on my watch it says about 26 degrees, and I'm in about mid-rand, so probably about another 25 minutes down. So I don't think it'll be much different. And Jan Goosen reduced the deficit to 2. 27 apparently over there. Yeah, so much of a muchness. Not been too hot today. There's been a bit of rain around. So I think it's been a lot cooler than it could have been. Have been far hotter days in the last couple of weeks. Right, so the Bulls on the board. 3 points to 5 after 30 minutes. Pretty exciting first half. And long may that kind of continue. But a good chase from Edwin van der Merwe, putting Alred Lowe under a little bit of pressure. Gross appear. This is high in the air. The hammer's underneath it. And it's a good contest by Ruan O'Keefe, but I think knocked on first. Goes up, does hit in the hammer, gets hammered by Ruan O'Keefe. Obviously gets there similar time, but he's much bigger as Ruan O'Keefe. I would say Bulls look well coached and slick. Carly saying, hope to see Lions pull up a surprise. I was putting in saying very humid, but no sun. Very nice weather here in PTA. Mondo said the Lions number 10, very brave. Well, he has to be. I think if you want to play this and you get to play this level of rugby at that kind of size, I think you have to have a certain amount of braveness. Because otherwise you just won't make it in such a physical game. And that's what's so impressive about him. He's absolutely tiny. And he's happy to throw himself around. He goes in for the tackles. He's playing in fly half where you get cheap shots all the time. But let's see what this scrum can offer. Yeah, that looks like a nice hit from the Lions. Klabakanye wants to have a bit of a go, but Tanzim's pretty solid at the moment. Now a bit of a second shot from the Bulls. They go on the left-hand side. Marius Lowe is brought down by Papier. Back on the infield to Vasaki. Goes to Nahamba. And we're looking at options. Steps in behind North Knuckle. Goes to Henkoff and Vake. Henkoff and Vake working hard on the tackle. Nice leg drive. Penalty advantage for the Lions. I think for offside. Back on the left-hand side, the Lions do go. Asanate Klabakanya, first receiver. And Nahamba's pass is almost intercepted by Jan Kursen, who knocks it on. There is a penalty advantage. And I personally think go down to the corner. Yeah, offside is the cord. It's on the 10-meter line. This could be kickable. So it would be an interesting option. I wouldn't mind going to the corner. We are taking the points. I'd like to see us be a bit brave here. I do think that the Lions play, I do think we'll concede a try today. So for me, I don't think we should be turning down any opportunity to try and score tries of our own. But quite an easy offside, this one really to give. And a lot of them, not retreating back behind the onside line. So Nahamba will have a second kick of the match. His first one just missed out. This is a bit more straightforward, albeit a little bit further out. But it's inside of that sort of I think it's about 20-meter marking. So it's not too bad. It's about 42 meters in the angle, apparently. And Nahamba will back himself from here. I'd love to know how what Mornay Stainsman been having to say about the various kickers. They've got Lombard, Nahamba, obviously Jordan Henderson, for example. I think Ewan Horn's been practicing his kicking. Good to see some random 15-year-old Bulls kid booing. But that's not a great kick from Nahamba. So he's left out 5 points out there, really. Again, like to see us go to the corner. That Lions fan not impressed at all. And speaking of Nahamba, he's backing behind it. Looking for a clearance there. I don't think he's particularly happy though. Doesn't find touch. Right, now it's just high in the air for the Bulls, but Tavili was quite late to start the chase, so this will be free ball for Nahamba. He throws inside to Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn trying to get away from Creel. He's wrapped up a Villiers around there, but he managed to find his space. A penalty advantage here. Yeah, I like that. Not retreating. I think I like that. We're looking at this as a bit of a loophole in the laws with a lot of players who kind of don't retreat and know that as soon as they take a certain amount of steps that they can they're back online, back on the side. So yeah, I think it's good to see the referee this. If you're not making an attempt to retreat, then you should be penalised. And that's not a bad kick, as the Lions obviously got into this is inside our own half. So, but you can see a couple of players there just not retreating at all. I mean, Harold. Yeah, I see. He's saying that. Oh, ball over the top, straight to Marius Lowe. It's nice. Oh, Marius Lowe through the middle. He's gonna go over. How easy was that? Well, you don't think of Marius Lowe as someone who's got a particularly phenomenal sidestep, but we've gone over the top of the back of the line. He's just stepped onto his right foot and banged through the middle. And who is this that's been absolutely sent for sausages? Bang! Oh, my word, it's Jan Kursen. Oh, my word. Oh, he's just left Van Staden and Jan Kursen in his way. Oh, Marius Lowe. I tell you what, he's adding strings to the bow. A training ground move off the back of the lineup from the Lions. I mean, pigs could be flying out there. Who knows? It could be snowing. What a moment that is. The Lions hit back right under the poles as well. So this will be 12 points to 3. And that is the most un-Marius Lowe try. He's got a brace. The captain with a brace. I'll tell you what, as I said, he's becoming a bit of Captain Fantastic. I mean, my word, he's playing in a different league at the moment. All right, 12 points to 3 as we close in on the 20-minute mark. I cannot believe that. Jan Kursen sent for sausages. Right, the Hammer adds the second, and the Lions 2 tries in 20 minutes. Well, nothing else. Bonus point try could be on at the rate we're playing. Yeah, very nice from Van der Berg. Gives it to Nahamba. And a bit of pressure. But doesn't find the best of clearance, but not bad dealing with the pressure there. the nice thing about it is that what we're seeing now is a really good relationship forming between Nahamba and Morley van den Berg. In fact, the Lions team, I think they've got this sort of, we've got players playing on the same wavelength, and I think that usually comes to when players are really close, when players are working really hard together, you start to sort of find that familiarity with each other. And in a good sort of team situation, you can make these, like, for example, that, where there's a bit of a dummy, then manage to offload, and people are on the same sort of wavelength. Anyway, Hal Forster bashing it up for the Bulls. Yakawasaki will obviously play against his former side, trying to get his, a bit of a fumble almost from Ruan Nokia, but managed to regather before getting tackled. Right, Dan Hussen goes high, and this is very deep. I think this will be just inside. And Nahamba manages to take this. No, bounce off Nahamba, goes to Edel van der Merwe. Knock on is the call. Bulls scrum on the 22, so attacking opportunity now for the Bulls. And I think this comes off of... Not convinced that's forward, it comes off his chest directly into Sebastian Klerk's head. It's not obviously forward, but this is the problem with Nahamba, is he's really struggling under the high ball, and he's never going to contest because of the height. That's what the commentators are saying. And obviously interesting also as well, you look at the defensive setup here, and he's gone off to the wing. Marius Lowe is going to defend that 10 channel, so everyone's basically going to move inside. This is the last thing about having Richard Creel. You've got a big wing, you can go and defend that sort of 13 channel as well. Morley van den Berg will stand off this year one, and he will act as an extra defender. 4 enemy areas from the Bulls, 3 from the Lions, but it's important for the Lions to try and find a big scrum here. Pretty solid stuff so far. Peter Gamedi goes on the short side. Morley van den Berg gets it away to Sebastian de Klerk. Edel van der Merwe is there to make the tackle. Solid carry there for Marco van Staden. Now van der Merwe. Honu Serge there to make the tackle. Good momentum is from the Bulls. Albert Lowe on the angle. Brought down by Henk van Beek and ripped in the tackle by Henk van Beek. So Emmanuel Stuka is back there. That's very well done by Stuka. Literally steps over the tackle of Ruan Nokia. Managed to set up a ruck. Really good work there from the Lions. Turn that ball over. And now just a couple of phases to try and create an angle. So then Nahamba's got a couple of blockers there. I think he'll take the onus onto himself to find a clearance here. And does find the clearance. Not outside the 22. Just throwing a bit of pressure on the Lions, but it was good work there from Henk van Beek to get that ball ripped in the tackle when bringing down the big Albert Lowe. Ball over the top from... Oh, I tell you what, he can't do anything wrong. He does knock it on with Marius Lowe, but almost managed to intercept the line out. Now the Bulls and Berg can play a Billy LaRue long ball over the top. And Kieran Horns read that like a book. Unfortunately for him, is that it was a knock-on advantage from Marius Lowe. So forcing errors here. There is a nice little split screen there. Got a Lions fan, a Bulls fan in behind her. She's screaming at her team. He's screaming at his team. Marius Lowe just not able to hold on to it. So the piece stayed down, by the way. A bit of a knee, hit on his knee there. It's not too serious. It'll be a bit of a problem if he does go off, given the fact that they've got a 6-2 split and therefore do not have... they've only got 2 backline options. Devin Williams obviously very adept to playing in the wing and can also play at fly half. If needed, Billy LaRue can slide to fly half. David Creel can probably slide in the fly half as well. That's kind of probably the extra options that they're looking at. But another scrum, just outside 22 this time. So lost a bit of field position at the Bulls, going backwards a little bit, but still very much an attacking opportunity here. And for the Lions, with 17 minutes to go, just got to survive this half. Try and go to halftime. I do think the Lions are a side that generally do finish better. I think that they usually finish quite strong in the second half. Bulls, in fact, have kind of had the tendency to almost be the opposite, where sometimes they've tended to fade as the game goes on. So it kind of suits the Lions. So I was surprised that the Lions were... started this well, because the Lions often not start particularly well, you know. So it definitely will be a battle of fitness as well, as we mentioned earlier. Not as hot, although I see the sun is making an appearance. Oh, penalty for the Bulls. Not convinced. Akafana had his knees on the ground there. This is right in front, so I reckon Bulls could very well take the points here. No, they're going to go for the corner. Not binding is the call. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that picture paints a clear picture. Video paints a clear picture is probably the better way to go. Right, Bulls are going to try the rolling more here. Bruno Kier takes it well. So far, not getting too much ascendancy. It's kind of breaking up the splinter towards the right hand side. In fact, Akpan Merv is coming away with it. So it is available for the Bulls, but well defended from the Lions earlier. Dion slab it now. They're looking to try and hold him up, push him backwards. They've held him up pretty nicely, slowed things down a little bit. Brosa Pierre's gone to, and Honey Serge there. Now around North Knuckle makes the tackle. Important defensive period now, this for the Lions. Mornay Smith. Markov and Staden. Lions not a penalty advantage here from Zwingila Jazweni. And they're right on the doorstep here. In fact, I'll be very surprised if they don't score in the next phase or two because the Lions' defense is looking a little bit in tatters. He hasn't managed to put that down for Pierre. I don't know how he hasn't. Akfan Emer's going to pop this out with Low. Very up nice quickly from Marius Low. Lost a few meters there. Akfan Emer pick up and go. Try. That's not good enough. It really is not good enough. 150 MS saying best result for SA Lions get 5 and Bulls get 2. Yeah, in terms of trying to get both teams into those playoffs, that would put Lions at 28 points. As I said, tied 4th. It would put Bulls at 28 points. Both teams would be tied 4th with Ulster. So it would, I think, actually move Stormers. No, it wouldn't. It would move Stormers into 8th. And scoring against his former side. I mean, how are the Lions weren't looking to get him back? I just don't understand. Exactly what the Lions could use right now. A genuine world-class hooker. It's everything the Lions are short of. A world-class hooker, a world-class lock. That's what the Lions need. Happy with our props. Happy with our UCs. Wouldn't mind another outside centre. We have got Eric Renier, but yeah, in terms of what else is out there. Right, it's a 2-point game, 10 points to 12. Lions still leading the Bulls with 14 minutes to go. Ideally needs to try and find a 3-point or something before half time. Sergio Peterson down again with that knee. Not looking really good. Be surprised if he makes the full game here. He's going to get full strapping now with Sergio Peterson. He had that knock on his knee, and the fact that he had a knock on his knee and now he's getting strapping doesn't really makes sense. You know, strapping is usually more sort of a muscular thing. That's an impact injury. So I'm not sure how much strapping is really going to help that. I suppose, you know, if the muscle compromise is trying to sort of keep it in place. But I think that he could be on a bit of a ticking time bomb. Not entirely sure he'll be able to completely finish this game. Right, Stuart Horn goes on the left-hand side. With Low underneath it on Hanu Sergil there to make the tackle. We're inside the 22. Will not look for touch. That didn't really matter. And it's been a while. It's brilliantly taken back by Ruan O'Keefe. There's even not even a contest for the Lions. Now kicking behind there. Sinan Hammer's gone very, very well to track it. Now he's going to apply down the right-hand side. He's going to turn Willie LaRue. He's going to allow it to bounce into the hands of Johan Goosen. Goosen lifts it up for himself to chase. Morley van den Berg is underneath it. Goosen's gone down. Oh, for God's sake. I mean, Mr. Ref. Every single... What is it? You can't touch Johan Goosen. This is like a you can't touch Dan Carter moment. Ah, please, TMO. You just run into a player. No, we're going to find out. They reckon it's foul play here. He runs into the back of Asaki. He looks up, looks at him. Oh, leave my ass. He doesn't move. Yeah, thank you. So he turns around, moving towards the ball. Jan Goosen sees him and runs into him. If this remains a penalty, this is ludicrous. What does the ref have to say here? Oh, bullshit. Changes direction. He can see him in front of him. He just runs into him. Oh, dude, that with my ass. Penalty even. I mean, that's pathetic. How that is a penalty, I cannot understand. I mean, you look at this angle. He turns around. Within like seconds, he runs into him. Play that at full fucking speed. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Thankfully, Ambrose appears knocked it forward. I mean, that is more... I cannot actually believe Jan Goosen has managed to buy a penalty like that. I just cannot believe what I'm seeing. I mean, he kicks the ball up, runs after it, sees Jakub Asaki, runs into him, goes down. Oh, Mr. Rev, and now it's a penalty. Yeah, it's unreal. That is unreal. I've seen everything now. Absolutely everything. I'm playing saying something tells me Goosen will go up injured very soon. Well, you'll probably just like head dive into somebody else. I mean, really. Knock on you for the like, oh, that's a huge scrum. Oh, yeah, no, you just been abused. Yeah, take you. Oh, you want to run into them? Yeah, we can also run into people. We'll run through your scrum. Come here with your nonsense penalties. Look at this. I mean, he's just abused that scrum as in Klabakanye. I mean, my tons of my shirt's falling apart. That's how much he's been manhandled. Oh, a bit of a set move here for the Lions. Inside ball from Jakub Asaki. I'm not even convinced he was out there, you know. But just keep penalizing my poor boy. He's trying.
It's not a precision that has to break a full so the prefer that computer good. The only way I feel is when you back up the attack like that. It's just the first one.
Bulls are going for the running more, yeah. That was so stupid by Ruben Schoolman. I can't actually understand. I think he slipped and almost just grabbed Akona over by like default. No, mate, you can't just grab him and bring him down. It doesn't really work like that. Ooh, I think he's made a cock up, yeah? That's out. That's out in the full. Yep, that's out in the full. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hurston. Yeah, little snake. Yep, and completely missing that, says Johan Hurston. A gift to the Lions. A line out back on the halfway line. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, that's what you get, you prick. Now going too far, Johan Hurston. Scrum back where he kicked it. Opportunity for a big scrum penalty is what I'd like to see. Kick further downfield, score another try, go in 19 points to 10. That is, you know, like the best case scenario here. Bit of a try and go there for Moore Vandenberg. Not sure it's the right option. He's very, very isolated, but eventually support does present itself. But Bulls doing well to get away with it without a penalty in that scrum, because once again, under good pressure from the Lions. Right, listen high in the air, does Moore Vandenberg. And it comes back towards round North Narkle. So it's one back by the Lions. But now Sergio Peterson's kicked the 11 in a Humber as the Lions players down. I think it could be Frank. No, it's not Frank or Horn. Richard Creel. He goes to the left boot. To Villaroo. The Lions player continues to be down. Villaroo gets up towards halfway line. I'm trying to work out who that's down here from the Lions. Could be Ruben Schoolman. It is Ruben Schoolman. Down with a shoulder. Well, I think his chest is an issue here. He's getting ice on his chest. Probably found as another cheap shot, but you know, you only get a penalty if your name's Jan Hurston. Yeah, it's a shoulder, I think, which is the issue. Yeah, looks like you can okay to continue. An important player, Ruben Schoolman, brings a lot of physicality to the Lions, a bit of weight as well. That's quite a copper here, and the Lions fan over there. There's a reasonable amount of Lions fans actually have made the trek to Pretoria. We went a water break here while Ruben's going to get some treatment. 17 tackles made by the Bulls, 42 made by the Lions, 7 missed by the Bulls, 5 missed by the Lions. It's pretty dreadful stats that for the Bulls. If it's 17 tackles missed, I mean 7 tackles missed, 17 made. So 1 in every 3 you're missing. Right, line out on the halfway line, like on the halfway line. Like couldn't get more on the halfway line if you tried. Complicated, and eventually goes to Franco Horn. He's been a fumble, but Lions eventually managed to get more in front of Berg. Goes to Nahamba, fires out to Hinkov and Vague. He does pretty well under a bit of pressure. Nice leg drive from him as well. Morris Lowe flings it to JP Smith, who runs it into a couple of Bulls props. More in front of Berg, goes to Nahamba. Nahamba wants to go to the butcher. And he's overcooked that. That's horrendous. That is a dreadful kick from Nahamba. He's kicked it out into the floor. It'll be a line back on the 10-meter line. That is really, really poor. Embrace the pair, taking it quickly against Sergio Peterson. Oh my living. Sergio Peterson has just been introduced to Asanate Clavacagna. And he's pinged off him. Like, if you ever kicked a soccer ball against... That is phenomenal. That was huge. My word, I haven't seen a hit like that in a while. Turnover ball from the last, typical, because we can't just have nice things. That is my moment of the day. Penalty advantage to the Bulls, apparently. I cannot believe how he pinged off him like that. I've never seen that before. Penalty advantage. I'd love to see what the penalty count is between the two teams here. That's it. I'm still fuming about that count first one. Another penalty advantage there. Bulls will be able to kick for the lead if they go back and want to use it. Which I imagine what they will do. I'll tell you, says, please TV, can you support the Lions? I do support the Lions, my boys. Them the lads. Oh, I need to get that video of Sergio Peterson on bouncing off us in Club Kanye. As I said, when I say he pinged off him, like it was a half tackle, and then Club Kanye is just there. He doesn't even have time to like try and bring the rest of them because Sergio Peterson just
Lions have been quiet in the way that they defended. But the Bulls really looking at this game and saying, we need to be making them play into that rap. We need to play a bit more direct through that rap. And that's where we can shorten up this defensive line that Lions seems to have. Bulls, not to have to outwork them around the corner so they can outnumber them. The moment the Lions are really comfortable setting up integrity, the defensive line so momentum.
Yeah, they're taking 3 points to the Bulls. They do find themselves in the lead. Frustrating because, yeah, I feel like the Lions have been the better side this half. 2.5 minutes to go to half time. Lions, to be fair, I'm not unhappy with the scoreline. I do think that the longer this game goes and the more the Lions are in it, the more face starts to favour them. I do think we're a side that can go the distance and can grow into a game and can finish strong. So I'm not overly upset about this. But it's frustrating. But no comment. I can't support the Bulls, unfortunately. I mean, blood runs red. Got like 5 Lion shirts. Had season tickets. You know. Right, Nahamba with options. Sees a bit of space on that right hand side. So Peterson left vacated. No, Philly LaRue tried to thing, and that's phenomenal by Antonio Nahamba. Well, that's how you make up for your mistake. He made a mistake earlier, which allowed the Bulls into the half, which is where they got the penalty to get the 3 points. He's now absolutely nailed a 50-22. And you can see he puts his hand up and then realizes that it really is in. That's a brilliant 50-22 from there in Nahamba. Right now, we've seen 2 set moves from the Lions off the lineouts. What have you got conjured up? A little try for half time would go down very, very nicely. And of course, we lose it. I cannot actually understand how the Lions can have such a bad lineout. Can't have nice things, chaps, if you can't have a lineout. I mean, we scored a try of a lineout, and you're sitting there thinking, oh, cool, isn't that? That's a nice little mischange. And then you got a line inside the 22, and you lose it. And that was terrible, by the way. It wasn't like Bulls won it back. That's a bit better from the line out. Right, come on, Lions. Nice little penalty before half time. We'll go down really, really nicely. Oh, that's a high tackle. That's what I wanted. Right, so there we go. There's penalty advantage. Dan Landsberg's on, and that's for Ruben Skuman. Little tip over the top from the hammer for Marius Lowe. Oh, I tell you what. Marius Lowe grabs that, and he goes in for a hat-trick.
Putting the streams up, the top bit more stuff, something around, but shows the ambition. Trail on the north by only 3 points. Give themselves the win now, they can get into the top.
That's a terrible tackle from Villaroo. Terrible, terrible tackle from Villaroo. Pretty easy decision. And the Lions have gone to the corner, which, given our line-out issues, is an interesting one. But try now, and you go into half-time with a 6-point lead, or a 2-point lead. 4-point lead, I mean. And I'll be quite chuffed with life. Right, Landsberg goes up. That's the nice thing about Darren Landsberg coming onto the park. He's a very, very good line-out operator. Once is the call. They've gone backwards, though. And Arnold Sergil's broken off, though, Mr. F. So, yeah, and ball's available there. So it is available there. Morning Vandenberg goes to JP Smith. What can the Lions produce here? There's never... no, if it's hands in, there's never a release, Mr. F. There's never a release. He's forced a knock-on despite not releasing the friggin' tackler. Can Jan Koersen just do whatever the bloody hell he wants? See, Marius Lowe's asking the question as well. You see, exactly. He's saying... Yeah. Yeah, no, ask the question, Marius. Ask the question. Right, half time, 13 points to 12. Very, very close and over at Loftus. I'm not unhappy with what the Lions are doing. A little bit unhappy with how Jan Koersen is getting away with murder here. But generally, Lions very much in this game, arguably, I think, had the better half. Bulls lucky, I think, to be ahead. But Lions were feeling very, very confident. We'll see you guys soon for the second half. Everybody apologize. It's actually raining. I caught in the rain. So I don't know if it's going to be heading towards Loftus, but it's going to rain over here. Welcome back to the second half. And the Bulls, as Luck van der Merwe goes on a bit of a charge, leading the Lions by just a singular point. Game very much in the balance. And very interesting to sort of see how this plays out. Because I think the Lions are, for me, were probably the best side in the first half, despite being a point down. Did leave 5 points out there. The Bulls have not tackled particularly well, have been structured at times, and have had nice moments. And Sebastian de Klerk, just short. Oh, come on, guys, you can't concede earlier. Can't concede earlier. Ruan Nokia up against, and ripped by Frank Horner, picked up by Harold Forster. And throws back inside. Oh, of course. Surely it has to be forward. Surely we're having a look at this. Surely we're having a look at this. I cannot actually fucking believe that. He's ripped in the tackle, and it's fallen straight into friggin' Impost Prepare's hands. Of course it's fallen into his Prepare's hands. Oh no, I mean that is so. Is there no justice in the world? As I said, is there no justice in the world? I cannot actually believe that. So I'm busy trying to just make sure this is all working. I can't believe it's so annoying. All right, anyway, let's reset. Let's get back into this. Well, that's a nice steal from Hondo Surgeon. How about we just hit back? A little quick try of our own, you know? Lakadasaki, bit of a show and go there. One kind of bird goes to Nahambu, who's in the pocket, but he opts not to go. No ways. If you So Nahambu's just spotted a drop goal. He went back into the pocket. He thought about it. He was then grabbed. He stepped away. He was grabbed by Jan Kloosen. Then he couldn't do it. Then he got it away. He folded on. He went back and I thought, you know what? Actually, I'm actually still going to do it. How are you do that? That's mental. Good game management as well. No momentum there. Nothing much on. So he just decides, well, I'm just pop this over and take the points. A little kick off, then Marius Lowe's in a bit of space. Marius Lowe through. Give me a JP Smith down the corner. He's going to get hit down. Lucky JP. I backed you, my boy. That's a nice bit of momentum. They're taking it quickly. You have the Bulls. Willie LaRue goes across to Alred Lowe. Starts straight in. Asinat Klabakanya makes the first hit, and then Henko van Veek is there to complete the tackle. Decent defense that from the Lions. Oh, that's forward. Yeah, I'm about to say. Thank you. It's forward and advantage.
Taking it into contact, trying to place and play the pressure from the Lions at that breakdown. Really attacking onto the ball, making it uncomfortable for the ball in position.
Yeah.
Forwards, 4 lost of the ball, 5 wins.
Ugh. Big scrum penalty here, boys. Penalty here. No. Van Berg used the ghost of Marius low. He's lost it forward in contact. Oh, come on, Marius. Let's not run it back to. He went through his time where this was like such an irregular occasion where you lose it forward, maybe took into contact. If we could not go back to that, that'll be really, really nice.
One of the people who's entrusted of getting over the game after the Lions. That's expected of him to carry that ball into contact, just ball protection, letting him down in that.
Yep, penalty for the Lions at scrap time. Thank you very much. Right, let me go to some of the comments over here. People trying to catch up. Yeah, you're right. Lions always finish strong. You will do strong but finish weak. I'm hoping you say that. And Spirit says, what have your thoughts been on the 6 Days documentary on Netflix, and what are your predictions for the tournament based on form from the World Cup? So I only watched the first episode of Full Contact last night, in fact. Finn Russell, the GOAT. Just put some respect in his name. I thought it was very cool. Very interested to see how it will unfold. I only watched the entire thing before I can really give a decent opinion on it. But the concept is very cool, and I thought it looks pretty well done. I really enjoyed the Finn Russell segment, and very interested to see how him and Gregor Townsend have come quite a long way. Maybe not as sort of behind the scenes as I'd like. You know, I prefer seeing exactly how kind of the training sessions works up with what the conversations are, as opposed to just there are conversations. But yeah, only one episode in, so I suppose we'll wait and see, won't we? Anyways, the Lions are going to take the 3 points here, and then I was going to try to kick them within 2. So nice early start here for the Lions, because this will be 6 points in the first 10 minutes of the second half, which they do manage to get. So they close that gap to within 2 points. Speaking of former Lions players, here comes Dylan Smith. Quite a few of them on today. Ran out Ludwig as well onto the park. So Jake going to his bench pretty early. Good touch finding that from one of them.
Clearly can keep with either foot. Puts it onto his left foot, no pressure on that side. It can keep the ball directly out into touch. Inside is 122. Well executed for the struggle. Series made by the Bulls.
Listen to Creel. Nice little move there from the Bulls, but well read from the Lions so far. Now Hurston, chip over the top. Well read there by Kieran Holm. It's very good defense by Sebastian de Klerk, who hammers him out.
Sitting it up into the midfield and after that playing to the same side, knowing that the line will guide it. The line so flat, the rest of the stuff behind it. He's playing for Sebastian Clark. No more than in position with the line to the ball up.
Penalty advantage for the Bulls. Now the tide's starting to change. Yeah, this is going to be try time. No, Nahamas intercepted it. You goat. You goat. There was a penalty advantage, but he has intercepted it. Oh, thank goodness. That could have been very, very problematic.
You can see her smiling. He knows this game so well. They're so confident. What makes rugby such a beautiful game? 70 kilograms, competing physically. These players are 30, 40 kilograms heavier than us.
Yeah, this is wild. I've got a new phone. It's obviously like having a heart attack. Yeah, right. So anyway, the you can see the sack was not good enough. Oh, he's being stupid. I just don't understand, like, what is the stupidity of some of these penalties. That's been really frustrating. Like, we're going to lose this game because we don't want to win this game, you know, because we're being dumb. That's a nice small defense there. And he's broken apart. He's going to carry him over the line. Oh, I thought it was ripped in the tackle. Darren Landsberg reckons it's and it's ripped by Franco Horn. Mario Slow sends it out wide to Edel van der Merwe. Edel van der Merwe's got gas. Long pass out to Kieran Horn. Kieran Horn's going to hammer it upfield. Well, it's good covering from the Lions. Coulson wants to run. But there's a decent amount of Lions players there. And Bruce Pierre wants to get away from what van der Merwe does, but Kieran Horn's there. Morgan O'Dear thought about the sack and then says no to the referee. He's not going to have a go. Sebastian Clark down the side, back inside. I'm pretty sure he's knocked that on. Well, he's got to release it. He's offside there. Yeah, I'm about to say, surely there's a penalty for something, an advantage for something here, ref. This is chaos. Absolute chaos. Knock-on advantage or penalty advantage? I'm very confused. Yeah, how there's no penalty advantage there is beyond me.
Uses the strength, rips the ball up, hits the rugby from the line, they look to counter. They pointed out on the ball to the back on a great offload from Hassan here. Look at the work. Look how desperate the Lions are to get back onto the play. Fans living on the edge.
There we go. Lions winning the line out. Edel van der Merwe still going, and eventually got out. Right, so things have just sort of slowed down a little bit. To really use the Lions sort of kicking on here. And they're starting once again. That's so knocked backwards, but anyway.
Getting in front, the jumper, to this opportunity to bring the ball, box it up, nice back, pick the bullseye. What he likes about the defense is just the way you read the line.
Come on, lads. You need to start just brushing things up a little bit. It's 2 points in the game here, lads. Come on, man. We're still in this.
Britain has gone into a professional rugby.
Yo, we're decimating them, Mr. Ref. Surely you start rewarding us.
Scrum. Settle. Each other's when he said we don't need him in the scrum. To the backs. He's always been playing for the backs. There's opportunity.
Come on, guys, let's get this moving here. Come on, lads. I've got an engagement party to go to. Another big scrum. Surely, Mr. Oh, how is it their penalty advantage? Are you actually cooked? It both appear over the top. Everyone's left behind. I'm sorry, Zwindila does wait. How is it their penalty advantage from that scrum? It's been knocked on for the Lions. It'll be a bull scrum inside the 22. I just cannot understand how we are ripping them apart at the scrum and they're getting the penalty advantage. This is ridiculous. Both appears playing rugby at the moment. My word, he's playing well. Right, a couple of changes here. So Kuto Unu comes on, as does the Johan Krabbelaar back from injury. A couple of changes up from the Bulls. Not many changes from the Lions. Holding back. Expect just Morgan O'Dea's come on. Right, scrum. Yeah, come on, lads. Big scrum needed. Two new props or proper and new hooker on you, lads. Let's give them gears. Peter Gamedi takes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Niles didn't do. Oh, you gotta be joking, Swantile. He's literally got in the way of. That should have stopped immediately. Guido Janazzuani has literally just stopped Morne van den Berg from getting to Peter Gamedi. He was literally just an extra. Nah, come on. Swantile, this is ridiculous. No, man, come on. That is ridiculous. No, don't come with referee has to have a play. That is moronic. He literally ran. Don't come. He had the momentum. He had this. He had one defender down. Oh, I cannot actually believe this. I cannot believe this. This is the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen.
of the time, I find that from set pieces, every time I'm just standing in the vacuum, that's what I targeted when I was playing, and then it can't be anyone else besides them.
That's ridiculous. I cannot actually believe that.
Inconsistency.
Every single time, if a ball hits the referee, if somebody runs to the referee, it's a scrum. That should have been a reset scrum. Bulls for feed. Try again. I cannot actually believe that. That's unreal. Unreal. The blood pressure's already spiked. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So I'm still a little bit speechless. I've never seen that before ever. That's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I'm really keen to see what everybody has to say about this on Twitter. Because I cannot actually still believe what I've seen. Just run behind the refs, boys. Just run behind the ref. Let him just run your dummy line. Let him run a blocking line. Come on, lads. One try and we're back in this. Yeah, on the left-hand side. A little trip over the top there from Kieran Horn. Bit of space, I tell you what. Bit of space. And Harold Forster kicks into touch. That was a very good option. Very, very good option. Edel van der Merwe tearing through. And Harold Forster has to cover crosses. And the only option he's got is to kick it out. So it's the Lions 5-meter line out. Score now, boys. 20 minutes to try and score another game. Come on, man. Right, come, big rolling Moya. Big rolling Moya, lads. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Just splinter to the right. Splinter to the right. Splinter to the right. There we go. That's not rolling. Ref, it's not rolling. Thank you. Penalty advantage. Thank you. Thank you. Andrea, go again. Go again. Come on, lads. Another penalty for the Lions. It's against Moscow, by the way. He's onto the park. Pretty grey in the beard there, Marcel. You're a bit older, there, chap. Get on in years. Yeah, no, Hammer's been cooking today. Absolutely cooking. Just short, yeah. Took a quick tap, by the way. Short, go. Oh, you got to keep. We've lost the ball. I cannot believe that, guys. How have you lost the ball? Oh, that's not a little drop. Creel. Oh, he's blocked it. Ah, dear. Oh, shame. David Creel. I don't want to ever enjoy someone's misery, but that is horrible. That's a horror moment. That is a gift. Well, to be fair, that's all square. Although they get two gifts. We gave them a gift to Ambrose Appiah, and then Zwendila gave a gift to Mpilo Gamedi. But David Creel has been hit behind the line, and the ball's literally just fallen in front of Morgan O'Dear. Just picked up and dived over. Lions are back in this. Silly to try and, I mean, literally, David Creel reckons he can run this away, tries to get inside of, yeah, loses the ball in front, and Morgan O'Dear says, thank you very much, and over he goes. Kick to come, 2-point game, 70 minutes, game on, yeah, boys, game on.
Staying in a fight until birds from Victoria. The URC. The big sport, the Lions.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm sorry, David Creel. He's been playing such good rugby lately, but that is a horror moment from him. Right, deep restart. Franco Hall, safe hands. Gets away from Cyril Peterson as well. 16 minutes. Come on, boys. Surely there's one more chance. Good clearance that from Morley van den Berg. Good exit, good exit. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Probably goes himself. The numbers here. First pick gets away from Morley van den Berg. Gets away from Harness Sturge. A good pass as well to Cameron Hanekom. Cameron Hanekom almost through. Good tackle from Marius Lowe. Bulls outside the 22. Hussen straight to Van der Merwe. Back to Richard, guys. Left it behind. Richard Creel. How have you left it behind? Knock on advantage here for the Bulls. Oh, Van der Merwe kept that. It could have been a try. It could have been a try. That could have been all. Right, anyway, on attack here for the Bulls. Jan Hussen, the numbers, that's forward. And it's out anyway. Oh, no. Edville. That could have been so close.
Thank you very much for giving that ball. Phil is it behind.
Right, Morris Lowe's down. We've got 40 minutes. Come, lads. Big shift. This would be such a big win. I mean, to go take this into top 8 would be mental. Absolutely mental. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not looking at this Morris Lowe try here. Well, that's good from Henko. Go, Henko! Go, Henko! I tell you, ball about. Is anyone going to arrive? Yeah, lads. Eventually managed to hold on to the ball. Back inside from Frankie Horn. Little Van Mervis there. Ball scrambling a little bit, Chess. Good work from the Lions. Goes into the air and the hammer's underneath this. And Phil Peterson knocks it forward into the hands of Edel van der Merwe. So it'll be a scrum for the Lions.
Victorious. Circle and the Lisbons for the Lions.
Right, here comes JC Pretorius. Oh, it's a bit of a messy line there for the Bulls. Lions are contending. 13 or 12 minutes left, really. Lions a bit of momentum here. I think Bulls are doing more sort of the game management really than playing. Rosip here. So to Peterson afterwards. Edel van der Merwe underneath it. Good take from Edel van der Merwe. Rise the hit as well. Couple of players back as well. So good ball retention for the Lions. Morning van der Berg goes to Morgan Nordier. Sorry, I think it's Randrea actually. He's back from injury. Referee, he has to release. Thank you. Thank you. Never releasing. Good work there from Drea. Now penalty for the Lions. I mean for the Bulls. Come on, man. Jordan Hendricks, and I think he's on for Maurice Lowe, you know. He is on for Maurice Lowe, so he'll go in at inside center. Big game management opportunity now, this. Good take there from the Humber. Apologies, people. I'm just got a bit of a crisis going on. Yep. So I'll be with you in a second. This is unfortunately pretty important.
That's how you play this sport.
And that's so skew. Horrendously skew. Come on, people. Let's keep this going. Eight minutes left, guys. Come on. Penalty advantage. Thank you very much. Now go to the corner. Let's go. Oh, I tell you what, though. That's the halfway line. Where's this penalty? I think that's the halfway line. Jordan Hendricks has got a 50-meter kick in him.
Inside his own halfway line. He was shot from the 10-meter line during order.
Yep, he's going to go for it. Oh, come on, Jordan. Well, distance is not an issue. Distance is not an issue. It's over. It's over. It's over. 7 minutes to go. Lions lead by 1. Oh, my living. Here we go. I think Franco almost shaping to kick that, you know. Right, Lions retain it from the kickoff. They lead by 1 with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Just need to manage the game now.
Stuck onto the blind side with the big pressure and rushed his team. Still within shot yet. So they take the line out.
Come on, lads. Just defend, 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 defend. Still same more going here. It goes into the 22. I think surely stop now. Take it out. Just the call. Embrace it here. Wheeled in by Jordan Hendricks. A really, really good tackle that is from the fly half. Pick up and go from Cameron Harnicombe. Gets the offload away to Ruan Nokia. Desperate defense now for the Lions. Down the right-hand side, and also good save to Albert Lowe. Franco Horn makes a good tackle. Burst Pierre goes to Cameron Harnicombe. Ruan Nokia. That's a good work. That's good work from Ruan Nokia. Kuta Kunu. Dylan Smith, good work from him. Big carry there from Muran Nokia. Bulls almost a little bit too scared to blink. Lions just trying to make a few tackles, make sure they don't make a mistake. Drop goal could be on here for Pretoria. Well, for the Bulls. JC Pretoria trying to get over that. Probler. Lions have to keep it disciplined, yeah. Dylan Smith. Oh, bit of a fumble there from Reynard Ludwig. Left-hand side. Landsberg meets Nokia. Good work there from the Lions. 16 phase enough for the Bulls. Probler. JC Pretorius is lurking. Another good tackle from the Lions. Right, now Kirsten goes to Honeycomb. Very nice technique, though, from Jordan Hendrickson. Marcel Gutsia. JC Pretorius. Turn over, come on. Nahamba eventually gets his clearance. It's swirling in the air. It's a great clearance to Sertal Pearson. He takes it quickly. Nahamba's up quickly on Ileru. Emmanuel Stuka, that is phenomenal work, and JC Pretorius is over there once again. Penalty! Surely! Come on! No, please! How was that against the Lions? Behind. Zingina Jadis winning. Just give them the freaking game, man. I'm sorry, as soon as he actually gets down. Nah. Nah, fuck that, man. Nah, you know, just give them the games, indeed. I mean, really. How is that a penalty to the fucking Bulls? How? That is absolute nonsense. That was good. Well, fucking Ventura might as well just give him the freaking game. I mean, he's already ran a dummy line for him. Pathetic. Honestly, pathetic. That is the most ridiculous call I have ever seen. I mean, the tackler, the ball carrier is busy rolling in the tackle. Once he stops rolling, the hands are on. So immediately balls will be on, but that's only beyond once. I mean, if he's still rolling, then the ruck hasn't been formed. There's no ruck. There's not on the ground yet. You're still completing the tackle. The tackle's only complete once the tackler is stopped. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's one by Bulls. Who cares? Honestly, I'm so over this. I mean, Zundila just really can probably just run another dummy line for them. No, the ref didn't call offside. He's very much said hands beyond the ruck. Or hands beyond the wall. Pathetic. Honestly, pathetic. Jackson Pretorius! What a kick to come. What a kick to come now. On the 80th minute, penalty on the halfway line. Oh, my living. Well, Mark certainly called it. The Quacha Pretorius, there it is. What a turnover that is. But now the kick to come is going to be huge. Now Jordan Hendricks, he's got a distance. I mean, it's right in front. Has he got the metal? To the side. Anyway, another game fucking robbed. Should have gotten that, but honestly, I still go back to that try when we ran behind to do the Anyway, what a game. I said it's going to be a close game. I said these games are always entertaining. Yeah, I think everybody can start putting a bit of respect on the Lions' name, to be fair. This team is actually pretty good. Anyway, people, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon.